gets your love? Gets your love when I'm gone? Who gets your love?
Sometimes we question the thoughts in our mind that wants to separate ourselves from our older selves. As if we're trapped by old ways, never trapped by things that used to bring lesser value to our lives. In a moment of uncertainty, that's when you have to keep continuing to push. You have to keep bringing yourself to that ultimate question. What's the meaning of it? What's my focus? What's my values? And once you figure out what your values are, you ultimately move in a way where your values cannot be tarnished by yourself and by other people. You have to understand that holding your values to a high standard, that's nothing to be ashamed of. That's nothing to feel like your values outweigh others. But at the same time, you value other people's values as well. But it'll all make sense in the end. Just keep grinding, bro. You're making somebody proud. You don't even know it yet. What's going on with y'all, man? It's Key back with another video. As you can see, I'm back. Just came back from the gym, actually. Got a good ass leg workout in, you feel me? And if y'all been wondering, so I've been doing pretty much a 5-day split recently, so should I give it a game? I'll give the game. So, niggas been doing a 5-day split, so Monday, you feel me, upper body, Tuesday, lower body, but I do like quad focus. And I got this from a source actually, so I'm gonna put the source in the comments. Well, not in the comments, in the bio. But yeah, Tuesday, quad focus, Wednesday, push, Thursday, pull, Friday, hamstring focus, right? And today is Friday, by the way, that I'm recording this. So, like I said, man, if y'all been wondering, but that's besides the whole video point. And also, support black businesses, support your friends, man. I got the Born to Inspire merch on, you feel me? The bedazzled out hoodie, goddamn. Let me show y'all how cold, bro, is. Hold on, let me just, and yes, my government on the hoodie, but don't judge me. Look, check me out, bro. Just check this out. Just check it out. I hope you can see it over there. But anyway, check this shit out, bro. Just check it out. Check it out. Do y'all see this shit, bro? Bro, get y'all some clothes, bro. Get y'all some. Broski don't like me saying merch. Get y'all some merch, man. I don't care, man. Get y'all some shit, bro. Anyway, so really, I wanted to speak on value. You know, I wanted to speak on how to. I wouldn't really say how to achieve being a high value person, but I just want to speak on value. So yeah, man. I really wanted to speak on value because it's one of those things that I liked when I was younger. Yes, I'm still young, but like I said, it's one of the things that I lacked for myself when I was younger, right? I lacked value, you know. I was a people pleaser, so I would put other people's time, other people's space, other people's boundaries and things over my own, which it led me to a point where I didn't respect myself as a person, as a man, and that's a bad road to go down, bro. It's a really horrible road to go down because if you don't respect your own value and your own time, bro, nobody else will. And that's something I had to learn the hard way. You feel me? I used to let people overstep their boundaries. I was a yes man. I didn't know how to say no. But look, bro, like all that had to go out the window because the most value that you need in your life is your own. And also, with that being said, that doesn't mean you can't respect other people's values, but you have to understand your values and your own principles and how to apply those to yourself in your life. Because you're not living their life, so their values may be completely different to yours. But that doesn't mean that you can't respect theirs and that they can't respect your own. You know, not everybody gonna be cool with how you set your boundaries, or how you show or how you put your values over theirs, because that might be a sign of them not respecting their own boundaries as well. But I'm here to tell you, bro, sometimes you can't really take other people's feelings into account, into accord. I can't talk today. Sometimes you can't take other people's values into accord, especially when it's a situation involving you and yourself. Like, you gotta make sure that at all times, bro, you're doing things you gotta make sure at all times you keep your value up here. Because as soon as you have a low value, low self-esteem, low image of yourself, that's when people start taking advantage of you. That's when people don't give you the respect that you want as a man, as a person. And for my ladies out there, y'all need to put y'all boundaries out there as well. Y'all need to set y'all values out there also. But to continue, like I was saying, you have to make sure that you lead by example. So you can't just say you have these high values and your actions don't follow. What I try to do is, I don't want to say nothing. I let my actions speak for themselves. I don't want nobody to sit here and say, oh yeah, he told me he's a high value this. Oh yeah, he does this. He told me he does this. I'm gonna let what I do show you how I am. And it's just that cut, clean and simple. Because one thing with that is, your actions are always gonna speak. You know? And I got this from plenty of people as well. Like, they say that you have to listen twice as much as you speak. Like, that's crazy. I never thought of doing that, bro. Like, yeah, I was always observant. I was always an observant person, right? I observed a lot, but sometimes I would overshare. I wouldn't say over communicate, but I would overshare on my part. And sometimes it's better to just listen before you say, because a lot of times when you just speak, you're speaking out of straight emotion. You gotta understand, like, bro, you have to make sure that you assess every situation for what it is before you decide to even act or say anything about it. Because that's how your decisions gotta be made here first. You can't say something, then make a decision. Because what you said is already out there. You already put that in the atmosphere, bro. So you gotta be cool a little bit. You gotta just chill, like, relax. Feel what I'm saying? So, goddamn, these allergies, bro. These allergies, they're trying to get into the cellular. No, stop playing. I can't be too good on camera like that. So yeah, bro. Like, with your actions, man, you gotta make sure that your actions follow accordingly. So if you wanna consider yourself a person of high value, you have to do things that bring high value to your life and to yourself. You can't just say this and then do that, because at some point you ain't gonna reach no equilibrium. You're gonna be down here and up here, down here, or you gonna just be low either way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my opinion, bro. It takes a lot to really understand what being high value is. And when I say this, I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not at all. But I'm saying there's most people don't understand what being a high value person is. I'm not finna sit here and try to brag and say, like, I'm a high value man. But like I said, I'm finna let my actions speak for what I want to say. So, you know, I'm always gonna be that person that's just chilling, kicking back. I'm not finna let you know too much. Like, if I trust you, yeah, I'll speak to you, you feel me? I'll engage in letting you know what I think. But most of the time, bro, I just kind of observe. I sit back and observe, and I watch, and I just watch everything. You feel what I'm saying? And with that, like, I try to make sure that at all times my actions follow up with what I try to convey, and I try to make sure it's the truth at all times. Because being a high value person, like, you gotta be accountable. You have to be responsible. You have to say the truth. You have to speak the truth. You just can't be living your life in a lie, bro. Like, that's not gonna solve nothing. And I used to lie. I did. I definitely used to lie. And ain't no way of escaping that, bro, because at some point, your shit gonna catch up to you. Excuse my language, but at some point, your shit gonna catch up to you, bro. So you gotta make sure you just truthful, bro, and understand, like, look, if you wrong, understand when you wrong, admit that, keep it pushing, bro. Don't dwell on the things that you do bad. because you can't let one mistake mess up your whole life. You can't let one bad thing turn your life of good into bad. You have to understand that life is a balance. So once you get that, bro, making mistakes is natural. It's a human instinct. It's how you decide to move after you make the mistakes. You ain't finna just be making mistakes and then dwelling on them because you ain't gonna learn nothing. One thing that I used to do is that same thing, bro. I would make a mistake and I would be so hard on myself, and it would cause me to look at myself it would cause me to look at myself negatively, and I feel like it brought my value of myself down. So if I were to do something and it could be a mistake, or if I know I was doing something wrong and I still did it, it would make me feel so horrible, right? And it made me just look at myself as less than, lower. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say that, I'm not saying like, I'm not trying to sit here and say people are here, I'm up here. Hell no, that's not what I'm saying. I think that everybody has that capability to be a high value person. It's just how you carry yourself, and it's your actions that show that. You can't just sit here and say you're doing this and your actions don't follow, bro. That don't make no sense. It's like trying to say, bro, I had a homie, bro, and he probably gonna laugh when he say this. He said, I'm stuck between a rock and I don't even know what he said. You know how people say a rock and a hard place? Bro said he's stuck between a rock and something. Like, it didn't correlate. Like, what I'm trying to say is it's not for the correlate, bro, at all. Your actions have to follow your words. Or your words, yes, your words have to follow your actions. Don't speak first, then let your actions speak. Let your actions speak first. Then you could talk about it. Or don't talk about it at all. That's how I'd like to roll. Like, I ain't finna sit here and say I'm doing all this and that and I'm above everybody. I'm just finna go ahead and just grind, put myself in a position to win, do what I need to do for my family, do what I need to do for others that I care about, and then go ahead and just, you feel me, like, leave a positive mark on this world. That's just my goal. Very broad, but hey, I need to, that's just how I feel. So, closing, bro, just understand how important your actions are. So to make a long story short, man, I'm trying to say, let your actions speak rather than your words. And some people, that's gonna go straight over their head. But look, let your actions speak first. And that goes with anything in life, not just with value, but understanding that your value is showcased upon your actions. It can be how you carry yourself, what you do, how you decide to engage in things. You have to make sure that you always just having that own self-value, because nobody gonna have that value of you other than yourself. Like, if you don't have no value of yourself, people are gonna notice. Little do they know, like, it's all in the energy too, bro. And I spoke about energy already, but I'm just saying, you gotta make sure that you understand that your actions are gonna just showcase the type of person you are. You ain't gotta say a word to me, bro. And I just see how you move, I see how you carry yourself. I'm already gonna know what type of person you are. And I'm not sitting there to say that's me judging nobody, but it's something that I pick up on. Don't be shocked when people pick up on the type of person you are based off of just your actions. That's all I'm saying. But I hope I ain't make this too long, man. Sometimes I feel like I'm just rambling, but hey, I turned this camera on for a reason, so this finna touch somebody. It's gonna say something to somebody. That's all I know. But this is key, man. I appreciate 60 subscribers, by the way. I want to shout out each and every person that's been rocking with me, bro. That's been liking my videos, commenting on things, bro. Showing me love, man. And even the people that just bypassing and see it, I appreciate you too. And if you don't like what I'm doing, I appreciate you as well, man. I'm just trying to get better. I'm not trying to get in nobody else's lane. I'm standing to myself and creating my own thing, bro. And like I said, those that have been supporting me, bro, my gratitude is to you. But yeah, man, we almost to 100 subs. It's getting real spicy in that thing. So make sure y'all keep commenting, subscribing, man. Definitely finna keep dropping some shit for y'all. But it's key, and I'm out.